Welcome to Ghosting with Anya. If you are new here, welcome. If you are familiar to this channel, welcome back. So, on this episode, we are reading a new story. It is called The Letters That Wrote Themselves. So, I'm your host, Anya Smith, plus, I am your author of Anya's Ghost Stories Volume 1. Those of you who don't know what my ghost story book is about, it's actually about all the paranormal stuff has been going on over the years and my actual experience, but it's also like fictional and it's based on pretty much my experience. So, before we get started, I want to say thank you for watching my videos and sharing the videos with everyone. And thank you for subscribing. So, please continue doing that. And if you have any opinions or questions, leave me a comment right here down below on right there on the comment down below on the right. So anyway, please click like, share, and subscribe, and please follow me on my description of my link in bio. Check out my TikTok, check out my Instagram as well. So now let's get started on this episode and the story. So this is chapter 37, which is still on season 3, episode 37. So yeah, I'm still reading Stephen King book, and I'm on part 2 now, which is Susan, which is a woman's name. That's an actual name, but yes, something to do with a woman living by herself with creatures like no others were discovered yet. So we'll have to find out more as I'm going to read. So without any further ado, please sit back, relax, and let's get started on my story. You can get popcorn and something to drink on, like tea or water, soda, hot cocoa, whatever, apple cider maybe, and stay spooky, my friends, because this is time for Halloween. Weather's getting colder, but stay warm and stay spooky. So let's get started. The Letters That Wrote Themselves, chapter 37. Tom inherited a roll-top desk with a hidden slot inside, where a dozen blank envelopes stamped by unaddressed. That night, he heard the soft scrape of pen on paper. When he checked the drawer, one envelope now bore his name in a delicate, old-fashioned hand. He opened it to find a letter from Mother, dated 50 years earlier, yet mentioning his apartment, his job, and childhood memory. He'd never told anyone. The ink bled slightly at the edges, still fresh. He burned it in the sink The next morning, ash shaped like words lay in the basin, spelling why with a question mark, of course. More letters appeared, each answering fears he hasn't voiced. Well, he hadn't voiced, some comforted, some accused. One asked him to return the desk to the house at the end of Heron Lane, a place he didn't know when he searched the address. He found a condemned structure scheduled for demolition that week. Wow, I'm getting these chills as I'm reading the story, so let's continue. He drove there at dusk and set the desk on the sagging porch. The mail slot in the ruined door breathed out warm air, and a final envelope slid through. Thank you for bringing me home when Tom returned. His apartment door was ajar, and the roll top was back inside, empty now, but humming faintly like a throat clearing before it speaks. Oh my God. Wow. That's a bone chilling and very beautiful. So let's get started with the questions, the reflections of questions actually. Who is writing the letters, and how do they know Tom's life? Wow. My guess is Tom's mom from 50 years in the past. Tom's mom actually died years ago, like after she wrote letters to Tom, like when Tom was probably a little kid, didn't know what was going on. So as the years went by, as Tom grew older, and he was living on his own now, and his mom probably either dead or still alive somehow, she wrote him a letter 50 years in the past. Somehow the letter literally got to Tom, like the mother did not put the letter in his room. I mean, he lives in the apartment somewhere, but his mom's somewhere living in a different place. Like, I don't know how far his mom lived, but I'm thinking it would be his dead mother. I mean, his mom has been dead for what, 50 years now? So it might know how Tom grew up, how his life turned out, and somehow I'm thinking it would be the actual roll-up top, like the desk that he got somehow. My guess is that a spirit of his mom. That's what I'm going for. If you guys think it's Tom's mom, let me know in the comments. Why did the ink stay fresh on decades-old dates? I'm guessing it just somehow appeared out of nowhere, fresh, decades later, but somehow there is a scent, like fragrance of it. It's probably from his mother's perfume. Maybe she, I don't know, used her own perfume to make a scent out of it, to make the ink look really fresh and new from 50 years in the past. His mother is trying to communicate with him somehow in the past. It's like two different worlds maybe are linked into one huge world. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I think this might be somehow his mom's ghost telling him to bring the roll-top desk back where it belonged. Maybe it's his childhood memory. that his mother is there to guide him and tell him that somehow maybe she wants the desk back somehow or whatever she wanted. She's dead. Come on, the house is freaking empty. Nobody lived in that house for at least 50 years. And if it was me, I would want to investigate it. How did ink show up at one day at my house or like on my piece of paper that I haven't even used yet? I would want to investigate it. But Tom would probably have to go even deeper. So let's just find out what's next. What debt did the desk or house demand to be repaid? I'm guessing all the finance bills, like for any electricity or internet or just the mortgage would probably have to be paid or just being returned to where it wanted to be. The debt, as in like a reward for finding it and returning it to its own house. A house would be like have to be paid off, like off every month as a mortgage. I mean, come on, these houses cost like over $1,000. My apartment in Bellevue, like right here in Bellevue, at the Oak Creek Apartments would cost like 900 something bucks. And my boyfriend pays like 600 bucks plus the utilities, the gas, water, electricity, internet, everything. Plus the heat and ice, like literally everything. So this is what it would be. It's paying bills, including the rent. It's part of the whole thing. You have to take care of it properly, repaint the house, like put everything together, and you'll see what it's going to be like once it's done, especially financially. You have to take care of it properly. Why did the desk return to Tom after being brought home? I'm guessing that it chose Tom. The desk must have thought that Tom was the right person to be owned by. It's like it's alive, but it has feelings. It's like it's human. It wants to be part of Tom's life. I'm guessing it chose him, just like we were chosen for any things, like many things that we might have in the future, like our abilities, you know? You see, I was born left-handed, but I chose to be right-handed if I'm writing my notes with my right hand. If I write with my left hand, it'll become very sloppy and I'll have to fix it. This is why I'm right-handed, and if I do write my notes with my right hand, it won't become sloppy. It would be very unique and beautiful handwriting. So that's why I chose to be right-handed instead of left-handed. I like being right-handed. I can use my phone with my left hand. I can take my pen and put it in my right hand and start writing things. Like book signings, you know, most people write the autograph for their fans with left hand. Some are right-handed. I'm right-handed. So the desk must have chosen Tom for a reason because it trusts Tom. It knows Tom's life. It's like it was there in his childhood memory. It's like it's a part of it, you know? So, uh our last question before I end up signing off. So it is now 12 minutes after 1. So, are the letters guidance, manipulation, or both? I think it's probably both. My answer is yes. The letters are guidance, like guiding Tom back to his early childhood memory, like when his mom was alive 50 years in the past, when Tom was probably a little boy, like age of 7 or 8, when his mom was still alive, and his father, God knows where he is. So Tom is, let's say Tom is like around his 50s by now, like 53 or 54, whatever he's up to, doing what he's supposed to do, take care of his house, bills, and everything. And one day, Tom was like working on his thing, and next thing, the letter ends up showing up and right in front of him from 50 years in the past. Somehow, his mom, who passed away 50 years earlier when he was a kid, so somehow his mother knew that Tom would grow up what he would turn into, like a grown up man, mature, successful, maybe. And the letter would probably remind him of his childhood memory where he lived in his childhood home with his parents, maybe. But it might be manipulating him. It's probably something that is demonic. I think it might be something spiritual, paranormal thing. Perhaps the desk that he has now might be possessed by a spirit. I don't know who owned that desk in a previous life. Maybe his mom and dad or whatever. And now Tom has it. But I'm guessing it chosen Tom for a reason. So anyway, this is a short story. So we're doing 5 questions for now until we want to make more ghost stories, more questions, maybe 10, it depends, or 8. But we are almost out of time probably by now. So next episode we'll be doing the lake that refused reflections. That would be our next week's episode. Ghosting with Anya. That is my channel. Please check it out. And please click like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. You can follow me on TikTok if you want to. All you have to do is comment down below right there on the comment down there below. So let me know if you have any questions about paranormal stuff, because this is what I do. This is part of my job. It's a real thing. You get paid for to do your episodes every week or so, like whenever. It depends how many days you want to work on your episodes and go live, go on a webcam, like on web air, or like just record it and then post it on YouTube. And maybe if you want to write your own book, it's a real job that you can do. You get paid for. So now we are out of time. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you have anything going on, like paranormal activity stuff, you can leave me a comment down below on the right side of the bottom, which is right there, if you like right there. So have Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next week's episode, episode 38, which is The Lake That Refused Reflections. So please click like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Stay spooky, my friends, and be safe and have fun. Bye.